I'm in my black Benz, doing cocaine with my black friends. We'll be high as hell before the night ends. Yeah, we'll be high before the night ends. Before the night ends, switch up to the white Benz, doing codeine with my wife.
What's up, all my beautiful people? It's your boy Chris B Music, and I'm back with another Cologne review today. I know it's been a while since you guys heard from me, but I've been busy. I've been doing some research. I've been looking for other colognes to get into. You know, for the past couple of weeks, I've been going to different cologne stores. I've been going to the malls. I've been going to Dillard's. I've been going to Sephora, and I couldn't find any cologne that I liked. I think that I have all the up-to-date stuff. I think that I got all the stuff that smells good, at least. So, this past Friday, I went to Sephora. I sniffed around, and I found a fragrance that smells good. I never really wanted to buy this fragrance, but because I feel like too many people know about this one, and a lot of people are starting to wear it. But like I said, I was just at a loss. I couldn't find anything, so I like the way it smells. I've heard great things about it, so I went on ahead and bought it for myself. This fragrance was introduced to the market in 2013, and this fragrance comes from the house of Versace, and that would be Versace Eros by Versace. This fragrance is aromatic, green, vanilla, fresh, spicy, and woody. And the notes that this fragrance consists of is mint, green apple, lemon, tonka bean, geranium, ambroxan, Madagascar vanilla, vetiver, oak moss, Virginia cedar, and Atlas cedar. And with those bass notes and with those accords, you get a rich, smooth, and creamy scent with this fragrance right here. So I think the bottle is pretty dope. It has like a little Medusa head on here. I'm not sure if that's Medusa or not. You know, it has like this teal green color to it. I got the golden cap on it with another Medusa head. This one is the 1.7 ounce. I found this one at Sephora this past Friday. I'm pretty happy with the buy. So I went on ahead and popped the top on it for you guys. Here's the atomizer. The atomizer is golden. Here's the hole on it right here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and give you guys a couple of sprays, let you see how it sprays out, see how it performs, and see the distribution of it. So let me spray 2 sprays of it. It's a nice little cloud going. I'm going to smell my forearm because I was spraying my forearm. You guys probably couldn't see because of the angle of the camera. Like, when I get straight out the gate from the scent, you smell vanilla and mint straight out. That's the first notes and that's the first accords that you automatically smell. It's real minty, real creamy, and very vanilla-like. It smells very good. It smells very rich. It smells very masculine. It kind of reminds you of a sweeter version of something like Cool Water with some vanilla in it. It's very strong. So with this, I think it's safe to go ahead and spray. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I say you can spray about 3 to 5 hits of this. You don't want to spray too much, so you're either going to spray both sides of your neck and your chest. Definitely get your chest, get both sides of your neck, and you want to figure out if you want to spray behind your ears or spray your these little creases right here in your arms. I don't know what those are called, but you know where it's little creases in the arm. I used to spray it on my wrists, but I realized once you start washing your hands and stuff, you start washing your colognes off. So if you spray it right here, that's a good spot to spray it because you know, you got a vein right there, it's pumping blood, and it's going to produce more heat. So once the oils of the cologne heats up, it projects better. Yes, it is a sweet fragrance, but it's also strong, so be careful. You don't want to overdo this one. It smells good, but you can easily offend someone with this if you spray too much on. You don't want this to turn into a bad thing like, damn, he has great cologne, but he sprays too much of it. I've accidentally made that mistake recently. I'm too embarrassed to talk to you guys about that, but yeah, just be careful. 5 sprays will get you right. It smells amazing. It is so good. I love this cologne. Initially, I didn't want to buy this because 4 years ago, one of my former best friends, he had bought this fragrance, and he would, you know, brag to me about it and tell me the compliments and the performance of the cologne. And I didn't want to smell like him. I don't like smelling like people that I know. I don't like smelling like people that I'm going to be around on a regular basis. You know, it's one thing for you to cross paths with someone and they happen to smell like you, but if you got to be around someone on a regular basis, I don't want to smell like everybody. I want to have my own scent. I want to have my own identity. Man, I have a big following on Facebook, so I put up a status recently. I was like, "Hey, ladies, what are some good fragrances that that you ladies like?" And they kept mentioning Versace Eros, Versace Eros. So I was intrigued, but also I was like, "Damn, if all these girls know about this fragrance, I mean, a lot of guys are wearing this fragrance as well." So that's why I was hesitant to buy it. Projection and longevity of this. I want to say projection. You're going to get about 4 hours of projection. You spray it on. It's going to project like a beast. You're going to smell it. As soon as someone come over to you, they're going to instantly smell you. So like I said, it doesn't take many sprays or squirts to get recognized. You don't want to spray too much on to where the cologne walks into the room before you even get there. You know, let's wear the cologne. Don't let the cologne wear you. But like 4 hours of projection, longevity. Let's see. I had this on last night. I say longevity is going to last you 8 to 10 hours easily. So that means the first 4 hours is going to project on its own. Then the last 8 hours, you're going to have to be up close to someone for them to smell you. But they're going to smell you and they're going to give you compliments. They will let you know. My personal experience with this cologne, like I said, I recently just bought this on Friday. I bought it Friday. I went to work Saturday morning. I sprayed some on just to, see how it performs, get a feel for it, check out the compliment factor on it. And I'll be damned, as soon as I got to work, I got compliments. My coworkers gave me compliments. One of my supervisors said, "Damn, Chris, you smell amazing. What is that?" He's a fragrance guy as well. My supervisor, his daughter works at Dillard's, so he gets to try like some of the latest and greatest fragrances. So he gave me high praises for this cologne, and that meant a lot for me for a cologne connoisseur to give me those kind of compliments and high praises. I respect anyone that has love for cologne and fragrances. Throughout the day, I was just getting compliments, and later on through the day, I had a group of girls. They walked past, young ladies, probably in their early 20s. They just walked right past us. And midway down the hall, one of them whispered this, "Oh my God, one of those guys smells so good." I'm not sure which one it is, but he smells so good. And me being the guy that I am, I peeped around the corner and said, "Thank you." And they started laughing. But yeah, and I realized if you're not getting compliments on your cologne, especially if you're wearing like the high dollar colognes, don't think people don't like your cologne. The reason people usually don't compliment you is they smell you. Trust me. The reason why people don't compliment you is because some people are shy. Some people don't want to feel like they're being a creep or being weird for telling you smell good. So just like that, they could have said it to my face like, "Hey man, you smell good," but they waited till they walked away from me and got halfway down the hall before they finally said something. So that made me feel good though. Okay, I'm like, all right, why don't I get compliments sometimes? But yeah, just right there, I'm glad I was being nosy and eavesdropping. I got my compliment indirectly. Last night I was at work. Two ladies at work, they called me because they needed some help for something. So, I walked upstairs, helped them out. As soon as I got up there, there was, one middle-aged lady. She probably was in her early 40s. And there was another young lady. She probably in her early 20s. So I made contact with them. "Hey, how y'all doing? What can I help y'all with?" And the middle-aged lady said, "Boy, you smell good. What are you wearing?" I like that. I told her, I said, "It's Versace." She's like, "Oh my God, that sounds fancy." And then the younger girl, the girl that's in her early 20s, she's like, "Yeah," I was going to say that. She's like, "You smell good." So, like I said, the compliment factor is there. I've only had this cologne for 4 days, 3 or 4 days, and I've gotten countless compliments. Like I've gotten more. I think this is the most compliments I've ever gotten off of cologne. I have a shit ton of colognes, like high-end colognes. I got the Savages, the Blue Day Chanels, the Pradas. I got the Chanel Allures. I got the Coaches. I got the YSLs. I got the Georgia. You name it, I got it. I got all that good stuff. But like I said, with this right here, the compliments are ended. I get compliments all the time. I get at least, I don't want to lie, I get at least 8 to 9 compliments a day by wearing this. It's crazy. I never knew that it would have that effect on it. So this is slowly creeping up to be one of my favorite fragrances now. I can go on and on and on about the compliment factor of this cologne. I wish I could sit here and just tell you about all the compliments I've gotten on this cologne. Shit, I'm running up time just by telling you about compliments. So we have to run into the next topic. The next topic is recommended use. Straight out the gate, you got to be 25 and up for this. Like, for real, this cologne is so sexy. It is so smooth. It's so mature, and it's so masculine. You gotta have that grown man swag to yourself when you wear this. Um, it's dope. I love it. Recommended use. I feel like you can, wear this to uh, business casual. So if you work in an office setting or even an upscale blue collar position, I feel like you can wear this at work. Definitely, you can wear it on a date. You can wear it out to a special occasion. Um, but use it wisely. If you work in a factory or warehouse, don't wear it for that. But if you're in like sales or retail, or you're in the white collar business casual or business professional, I think it is a great fragrance to wear. I think it could possibly be a great staple fragrance if you work in the business casual or business professional atmosphere. This fragrance right here, you can find this at all your major retail department stores such as Diller, Nordstrom, Kohl's, JCPenney, Sephora. You can find this anywhere between $70 to $100 depending on which location you go to. This one right here, I want to say this one is the 1.7, and I found this at Sephora for about $70. After tax, I think I paid about 74, maybe 75, but it's well worth the investment. My final rating on this cologne right here, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. Everything is perfect about this cologne, from the bottle, from the golden top, from the presentation, from the longevity, from the projection, and from the compliment factor. Like, with all those key elements, you have a timeless fragrance right here. This fragrance right here will always and forever be a part of my collection. Next time I buy this fragrance, I'm going to get the 100 ml. Like, I have to have this in my life, and I could see this potentially being one of my staple fragrances. I've never had a cologne that's performed for me like this. I don't know how they did it. Versace, you got a gold mine on your hand right here. Like, I love it, and I think it's going to sustain the test of times. So 10 out of 10. Make sure you cop this. If you're a grown man, you got swag, you got that confidence, you need to add this to your fragrance wardrobe. I'm signing out. It's your boy Chris B Music. As always, thank you for taking your time to come and see me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all later. We out.